Welcome everybody. I'm working off two screens here. So excited to have you guys here. Honestly, thank you for making the time for the next 29 minutes. Let me adjust my camera here. So welcome. Happy Tuesday, the 3 video secrets to drive franchise leads. This is going to be fun. We try and make these interactive, really giving you real world examples and giving you tips and tricks so you can bring this back to your brand. So let's begin. Really excited to have you guys here. Please, if you have any questions at any time, we are going to give you the ability to unmute yourself and talk. Feel free to chat at any moment with us. I love the interaction that Zoom webinars now have. So, and people that are watching later, thank you. Please feel free to email me any questions that you may have. All right, so I'm going to show you one video, and after you watch it, type in the chat or let me know one word you feel after watching it, because that's part of the journey we're going to take today. Is how can we not just create videos? Because that's not actually hard. How can we create videos that make people feel something, that make them want to commit an action, that make them want to sign up to be a franchisee, that makes them want to buy from you? And your boring talking heads that you see now do not work. So here's a quick example, and I'd love to know your thoughts. And the key word for this webinar is social proof.
Absolutely recommend franchise filming. If you're not using it for your business, you're missing out. What we really appreciate what franchise filming does is you coordinate it step by step by step, from just the concept all the way through the end. That to us is important because we're all busy and don't have time to do that. And the team at Franchise Filming just held our hands step by step, worked through it, made great suggestions, great ideas. So it wasn't just that we hired somebody to do a video, it was somebody who managed the project for us.
So what word comes to mind after watching that? To me, it's social proof. Another one that comes to mind is validation. So let me know in the chat, what is one word that really comes to mind that sums up that video? And it's really, really important that when people are watching content, that they hear other people raving about you, right? We trust complete strangers on the internet, like we do Yelp reviews. So why aren't brands creating customer testimonials all the time? So the biggest takeaway from that, social proof. I'm going to say it over and over and over. We sometimes hop on these calls with people and they want to they get so clever and they try and do things so trendy that they just don't get their customers or happy franchisees raving about them. So what you will learn today on this webinar are the 3 secrets to drive leads with video, the right length of videos, and hint, it's not a 5-minute video. It's not a 10-minute video. It is a shorter than that length video. How to tell the right story to evoke emotion. What footage to get. Please don't use stock footage. I beg of you. Your prospects know you paid $1 for it. Your boss knows you paid $1 for it. It's just stop doing it. I'd rather see a cell phone video or cell phone photo of you on your homepage than anything like that. And how to conduct an interview. So here's some of our team. No fake photos. Everyone's happy. They're loving their job. Imagine if this was your brand, your people, your happy franchisees. Remember, we are going to raffle off a DoorDash gift card at the very end, but you must stay till the very end. I try to keep this at a hard 29-minute stop so we can all, including me, go to our next call. So that could be you if you wait until the end. So what are the top secrets of driving leads with video? Gifts are so great. Thank you, Thea, for helping me finding these gifts. Let's dive into how your brand or our brand can do that. So before we do that, let's look at some facts. Let's look at what the market says, right? And it's really important that I can scream from the rooftop, but what does the market say? What does the trends say? What do your customers want? And HubSpot says video helps convert 300% more leads when on your website. 300% more leads. The second I read this, we now have a video on our homepage of a happy franchisor talking about us. 52% of B2B buyers say video helps them in a buying decision. Think about when you last bought something. Can you honestly tell yourself you didn't hope there was a video there? If you're buying a house, a real estate tour, if you're buying a baby monitor, maybe a baby and a mom using the monitor, don't you think your prospective franchise buyers are wanting that too? 80% of prospects expect video in the sales cycle. 80%. I know franchising is 10, 20 years behind everybody else, but you have to be the one that says, hey, we're going to start doing this better. And it's got to come from the bottom up. Usually from the top, everything's working so well that they don't really like to change things. But if you scream it and say, hey, my buyers want this, we need this, this will help us sell more franchises, this will help us sell more product. That's the gold here. Secret one, just film happy franchisees. I mean, just film happy franchisees, film happy customers. It's literally not hard. And I'm laughing because we came into the franchise space in 2019. I didn't even know what a franchisor was in 2019. I thought people kept saying the name franchise wrong. It wasn't even a name in my iPhone. I had to make it a word or something. And I looked around IFA 2019 and I'm like, where's all the video? How does nobody have video? I go to websites, no one has video. I'm like, are we going to be the company that comes in and says, you got to have video of social proof of people loving what you do? Yes, we are. So the key though, is don't just film a soundbite at your next conference. That's actually not hard, right? Capture footage of the franchisee at home with their family, at playing in the backyard with their kids. No one gets into franchising to not get in control of their life. They get in there to see their kids more, to be home for dinner, to be home for soccer practice, to understand that they can control their destiny. This is what franchise videos need to be. And I don't see this ever. And it's really important here at Franchise Filming, we have a whole team that all they do is schedule things. That's all they do is schedule filming days, because that's how important it is to make sure we get footage of what they're talking about. The trick is during an interview, you don't want to give them a script. We actually won't do videos that have a script unless it's a training video. We will allow that, but we won't take them. We want to ask questions. How does that make you feel? Are you so happy you became a franchisee? How awesome is it that you got support when growing your first franchise location? And you can only do that by asking questions. And the key thing is, especially executives, you can't just rush in and rush out. We have to have you stay on set for another 1 or 2 hours to film footage, to film you walking in the hallway, to film you playing with your kids in the backyard, to film you having a culture happy hour pizza party at your office. People are visual. We have to see what they're talking about. And the thing that our team and is really good at, and I'm not trying to sell us, I'm really trying to give away tips and tricks here. Whether you have an internal film team, whether you hire someone else, I'll just be happy if you get amazing videos. You have to have another film crew getting B-roll / footage at the same time. And here's a couple of examples about how we do that and who we do it for.
Yes, I do recommend Naturals to go to other business owners if they want to have a diverse portfolio of businesses and they want to have some fun money on the side.
Prior to Naturals to Go, I worked in corporate America.
Before being an owner-operator, I was a pastor
for 33 years.
I'm a disabled combat veteran of the United States Navy, and I wanted to do something that was kind of going to generate more income for me in my retirement.
You know, I woke up one day and I said, you know what, it's time for me to take more control of my life.
I mean, that when I saw this video, what the team made, it literally made me want to be an owner operator of Naturals to Go. I mean, it's like, it is, and I won't, because I love what I do now, but it's so powerful. And this other one is one of my favorites also. Notice the clips in the backyard.
I'm the owner of Handyman Connection of Ann Arbor, and we service the greater Ann Arbor area. Having control over your own destiny is definitely one of the reasons that I signed up to be a franchisee, to be a small business owner. I think the difference between being a franchisee and starting a business from scratch is that you've got the infrastructure and support from the franchisor. And you can take that and maybe put your own little spin on it in certain ways, but for the most part, you have support and training to follow. I love what I do. I love operating a Handyman Connection business. I love it because I feel like we make a difference in this community, and being able to deliver a high quality experience for our clients while focusing the business on what's best for our craftsmen in the field.
I mean, it's just, this is so powerful. This is him playing in, I mean, what parent wouldn't visualize, wow, that could be me. I mean, this is the emotional videos that the franchise world is,
The owner of Handyman
is missing. And I want to ask all of you, if you were a prospective franchise buyer or a prospective franchisee or prospective customer, if you sell services too, how would that video make you feel? It'd make you feel connected to it. It would be above any other video you saw of just a boring interview. Quick Q&A break, guys, with the last 14 minutes that we have left. You guys are able to get unmuted, so let me know if you have any questions. We can do a live Q&A. Hannah mentions franchising would offer a great work-life balance. Exactly. Reading that versus seeing it, that's what we did for them, and that's what I recommend for all franchise brands out there. Does anyone have any questions, to put you on the spot as I take a sip of caffeine here? All right, feel free to talk at any moment. Secret 2 of 3, keep it under 90 seconds. Guys, tip 3, create digestible content. Please stop creating content over 2 minutes. The goal of a video is to get a lead or capture a customer. If your video is too long, you've lost them. The best content is 30 to 60 seconds. So I know Ryan just asked us something, but I first wanted to hit on. So we went and did this filming day. Right? Cool shot, right? And we just did it. We're like, let's just get some content out. Let's just do it. And I'm going to own up to a error that we had. I was in our old branding. Okay. I don't know how I missed that, but we did it anyway. Maybe I didn't order shirts yet. Okay. Content. Please. I mean, the coffee cup is dirty. I mean, this is just, it makes me laugh. So I want to just bring it up because no one cares. Like, nobody cares. Go film an awesome story. Go film someone raving about you. And if it's not exactly perfect, that's okay. No one cares. Just get content out there. And the best thing you could do is film your franchisees, film your customers. And this is what our team specializes in around the nation. We do not charge any extra travel fees to get somewhere. And we take only 10 days to make the video. So that's the big reason why brands like Fast Signs, Neighborly, CVS, why they use us and our awesome team. So Ryan asked, how do you know which questions to ask? So this is the great thing about asking questions on site. You don't have to reinvent the wheel each time. I mean, a Fran Dev video is a Fran Dev video, a customer video is a customer video. We have a preset list of 10 to 15 things that we like to ask each time. How do you like being a franchisee? Do you have good work-life balance? Did you get support? Did you know what you were doing on day one? And they say no. And then they say, but then I got all this support and now we're the top in the nation, whatever that is. How do you enjoy seeing your kids at night? Oh my God, I love seeing my kids more. How does that make you feel? It just feels good that I can be home and they can see their dad more. Bam, start the hook, start the video. Like, that's just me making stuff up now. So hopefully that made sense. Be the brand that creates videos that make people feel something. Keep it under 90 seconds. We have the attention of a goldfish. That's your prospect. Just running around for 5 seconds on your website, reading your email for 5 seconds, not writing back. They see your call. They're just run. Like, I see myself in this fish sometimes. I'm just running around with my head cut off, right? But it's have a video. It engages them exactly how, if this was a website of information, would I still have your attention 17 minutes in? The answer would be heck no. But I have your attention because there's video, there's GIFs, you're seeing, I mean, this is just how I am. I'm like authentic. You're seeing our videos, you're seeing our happiness. This is what video does. Number 2, start out with an emotional hook. Please don't spend the first 5 seconds showing your logo. Like, we used to do it too. Believe me. Franchise filming, 3 seconds go by, 4 seconds go by, then we start the video. The watch rate drops off after 3 seconds. Like, it just drops. So the best thing you could say is have a hook of someone saying, I love Handyman Connection. They allow me to see my kids more. Bam, bam, start the logo, then start the video. And if no one is telling upper level management this stuff, they're going to keep doing the things that they've always done. The key is to provide social proof that your franchise can change their life for the better. Why should they trust you? Why should they put their life savings in your hands? Why should they not go with another franchise out there? I think now we're up to 4,500 franchises now. Why should they choose yours? I mean, unless you have social proof and you're talking about how you change real people's lives, bam, they're gone. They're gone. Don't script anything. Ask questions to evoke a story. Don't rush the filming. It just happened this morning. Someone wanted a half day of filming or an hour of filming, and I said, we don't do that. Like, we cannot film and capture what we have to capture in an hour. It's not possible. Could a singular video guy come in that works out of their house garage and get a talking head like this and just give you the raw footage? Sure, but that's really boring, right? You want to have an 8-hour filming day. It's gonna be disruptive, but I can tell you, you'll be showing that video for 3 years. That video of the dirty coffee cup, that video was 2 years ago and I still show it. Here's an example with our last 10 minutes here of a franchisee day in the life. Notice unscripted, emotional. These next 2 videos, people were emotional on set, including me, because it was such a powerful story that we were able to dive deeper and deeper and deeper.
Started when I was 16 years old, worked through high school, came back during college, became an assistant manager, and here I am 12 years later and part of a franchising group that's going to open up several in North Carolina. I love it because it really is a dream come true for me. Glory Days wants to see their franchisees succeed, there's no doubt about that.
I mean, could you imagine having a scripted video and saying, franchisee shed a tear? Like, you can't do that. Right? She got that way because our team on site, the minute.
Started when I was 16, back during college, became a group that's going to open up several in North Carolina. I love it because it really is a dream come true for me.
I asked that question on site 10 seconds before because I saw her, she looked to the right a bit and she wiped her eyes and I'm like, I got to ask something else. And I asked, why are you getting emotional? You have to let the silence sit. Like you have to let the awkwardness sit, right? Because then you get an answer like this.
Because it really is a dream come true for me.
I mean, come on. Come on. This next one, guys, I can't tell you, it was one of my favorite videos of all time. We filmed in Wisconsin. We do a bunch of filming days for Batteries Plus, and everybody was in tears over this video.
To my father, we love you so much, and we just hope our endeavors makes you proud. Welcome to Barry's Plus. This is a family. This is where you can be yourself. This is where you can shine, and this is the opportunity of a lifetime. A key point for me and my family has been the passing of my father. It brought us together as a family. It brought us closer emotionally, mentally.
Dad, I love you. I hope everything that we do in every franchise that we open, that we make you proud, and that somehow, some way you're seeing that. And we will carry on the legacy. We will create generational wealth. We will do all those things in honor of you, but in honor of the things that you have taught us and instilled in us. So I hope you're proud.
I literally looked to the right. The CMO is in tears. The CTO is trying to hide his like, this was a 45-minute. This one went longer because it was awkward, but it was so, when people are vulnerable, it takes time. You can't rush something like this. And teary-eyed on set. I was teary-eyed on set. They play this video everywhere. If you go to batteriesplus.com, hit the franchise tab, it's right there. I mean, this is the story. And notice we asked for assets. Another thing our team does is we ask for assets to make sure we show the life that they're talking about. Thea just asked a great question here. Can you film the marketing videos and keep the franchise location running? So the short answer is yes. We're not going to turn off revenue for your franchisee for the day because that just wouldn't be right, right? So what we actually recommend is, and we just learned this a couple months ago, the best thing you could do is maybe film in the store for the first part of the day, be a little disruptive, get some footage, keep the store open. And then we go to another store, or we rent out a space, or we go to an office space to get the sound bites. So that's how we can really not be at the store the whole time. The third and biggest secret, make your brand searchable. Imagine if when this webinar Zoom invite came in, imagine if the link wasn't on the calendar invite. I mean, would you even be here? You wouldn't even probably look for it. You'd be like, this guy should have sent me the link, but it was right there on the invite. That's how easily videos should be searchable and found and seen and watched on your website. Long gone are the days where people go to your tab and they spend 10 minutes on a website and they like go to your, like, people don't do that. They want to be hooked. Once you hook them, then they'll stay longer. So put it on the front and center of your website. Put it on your homepage. Put it in your email signature. Literally, see our successful people here. Here are our happy franchisees here. Watch our brand story here. And of course, send it directly to your leads. I mean, man, the amount of times I've heard like, oh, I'll just put it on the website. It's like, well, I mean, I would send it to the leads if I were you, right? To think that you do one e-blast and people see your website is just not, or the video is just not the case. People buy from who other people trust. No one cares what you guys think about the quality of our filming. Like, I'm sure you would listen to me, right? But it wouldn't actually close the deal. But if you go on our customer success page on franchisefilming.com, you'll hear Batteries Plus, you'll hear Fast Signs, you'll hear ADP, you'll hear Handyman Connection raving about us. That is powerful. Social proof. And if you see on our website, this is us. This is literally us. You see the website videos right there and it's playable.
Franchise filming is changing our development process every single day by bringing our brand to life in a way that the old ways of selling a brand just can't do.
I mean, it's right there, and I'm a big fan of autoplay video, guys, how it plays in the background. Oof, one of my favorite things for them to see your happy faces without even clicking anything. I'm such a fan. So as we begin to close out, remember, we're going to give away a free DoorDash lunch. And if you're watching this on demand, thank you. Please email me any questions that you have. I find this so fun. Our team finds this so fun. Gary Vaynerchuk, if you remember him at IFA 2019, this is what he said. If you are not creating video, you don't exist, and you will lose in the market every time. Here's a special webinar deal that we have. All I'm asking, I want to help you give tips and tricks along the way. Just book a call with us in the next 3 to 5 days. That's all I'm asking. And if we do a package with you, you'll get a free, awesome recruitment video. I'm sure your HR team would love that. It's franchisefilming.com/contact, or just email me, trevor@franchisefilming.com. Key takeaways before the raffle: film happy franchisees, create them under 90 seconds, just get social proof, hook them with an emotional interview, and post it everywhere. Pin it on LinkedIn, put it in your signature. I mean, there's really no reason why the world doesn't see these videos. All right, here's a winner for a DoorDash lunch here. I'm gonna close my eyes here. Hold on. All right, Kyler Davis, you have won a free DoorDash lunch on us. But the one thing I ask is if you type in caps in the chat, I love food. That's a mandatory thing that we ask to get the DoorDash gift card. In caps, you have to scream it. All right, so thank you everybody for being here. Is there any final questions here? And Kyler, you have won the DoorDash lunch. I love food too. Does anyone have any final questions with our last 2 minutes? You guys all have the ability to unmute. All right. Well, hey, everybody, appreciate it. Thank you. And we'll see you at all the franchise shows. We go to almost all of them. We'll see you then. Thank you.